Okay, I left Magnolia Park. Just to put in perspective, there's the movie theater. And we're heading back to 301, which is the road that you would go to get to the highway. It's starting to rain a little bit. And I'm going to show you how close we are to Mariposa. Mariposa, like I said, is built by Heritage Homes. They're a good builder. They may even be better than Centex. I mean, kind of splitting hairs. They're both good builders. I mean, they both do good products, but probably I'd say they're just a little more high-end, more pricey, of course. But I'd say Heritage is on par with Taylor Morrison, and then Centex is underneath it. Certainly that's how the prices dictate, but probably the quality build as well. So yeah, it's getting a little stormy over here. This is a busy intersection. Like I said, we're teetering the line of Brandon right here. If we were to take a right, we'd go to Riverview. If we were to take a left, we'd go into the heart of Brandon. And then if we wanted to do the highway, there's the highway. So really close to that. If you wanted to go to work from here, you would take this way. You would take the I-75 north. And then you'd be right on the highway and up to the Temple Terrace area, VA hospital area, in 15 minutes. Over here, they're building. Can't remember what it is, but they're building. Even this bank over here hasn't been here more than a couple of years. Alrighty. So this is Brandon Boulevard. Very busy road. As a matter of fact, you don't want to go too far east on this road, or it gets really trafficy, and there's just it's hard to go east and west in a timely manner. Now, this Mariposa is the first exit off of Bloomingdale, so it's not bad. See, this is Mariposa exit right here. Also, this road right here that we're going to be going to Mariposa, it's called Gorto Road. That's what you take to get to the mall. So if you take a left on this road, it'll take you, basically, you'll hit the mall. Just like when I showed you Arbor Green and Woodbury, this is the same version if you were south. The other one was a north version. Basically, I told you that road that takes you past Olive Garden, Best Buy, and all that. Same deal. You would hit this road, keep following it, and in just a couple minutes, you'd literally just run right into the mall from here. So they have a lot of similarities, being close to the highway, and close to mall, and close to amenities. But this is on the Riverview side. The others, so this one would be closer to family. The other one's closer to work. Now, Mariposa is also a gated community. All these are gated communities, but because they're still building, they're all open. Arbor Green is pretty close to being done, so that gate will probably start being closed permanently soon. I'm not sure with Mariposa how soon. It opened up the beginning of 2016. I remember because I was shopping with a client, and they built a house and closed last summer. But when we were looking, they had just opened it, and there was a lot of traffic there. A lot of interest in being in this area and being this close to all these things. So I don't know how much they've filled up since. As a matter of fact, when my client bought a house here, they had not built the community pool yet. I'm curious to see if that's been done, because that was in the works. It probably is, because I haven't been here in probably a year. On the left-hand side are townhomes. So these are a bunch of townhomes on the left-hand side. See, the weather's not going to let up. I was hoping I'd drive through it. And here's Mariposa. What timing, huh? Road work ahead. We'll avoid that. Yeah, looks like the pool's done. Let me drive you around real quick. These are the models here along this spot right here. There's a couple models. I'll take a peek at those. This is the amenity center, so it's done. Very cool. That was because of all the beads on my window, you can't see it too well, can you? But anyway, it's basically a little clubhouse / pool home. Homes in here are generally in the 3s and 4s. I don't think they get in the 5s, and I don't think they're in the 2s. You're basically somewhere in the 3s and 4s. That's the house that my client purchased right there. They custom built it. I think they paid $420 last year. I see a lot of stone decor. You can see how they build their house. On a 2-story, you have block on the first floor and wood frame on the second. Real common. It's hard to find a builder that does block all the way up. If it's a 1-story, then it's a solid block. But a 2-story is generally wood frame. Like here's another example. This is building 101. So there's a 1-story. They have the block all the way to the top, and then of course they do the roof in a wood frame, but block to the ceiling. But when you do a 2-story, you can see the whole upper deck is block. I once saw a house in South Tampa. I think it was $800,000, and it was block all the way to the roof. And then they had storm shutters, and he could hit a button, and all his storm shutters would shut. Like it was like tighter than a sardine can. I mean, to have that type of money, to have block to the top and then storm shutters all on remote control. No wonder why it was $800,000. Not to mention the land it was sitting on. This guy's rained out. So anyway, this gives you they're definitely still building here in Mariposa. As a matter of fact, yeah. Just turn back around. Anyway, the road I just turned around on, there was still a lot of empty spots left. So now Mariposa is a subdivision that they do build inventory homes, and they also do custom. They do both. Some places they like Lennar does just inventory homes. You can't customize anything at Lennar. And then there's other places where they do just a couple inventory homes, but they're mostly custom builders. But you can see there's, oops, actually I'm going to go a little further. Just give you this tour. Kind of answers my own question about how complete the subdivision is, and I can see they definitely have more to go. So this one does back up to a neighborhood. There are some ponds here, but you know, those are always, of course, the first to go, the ones that have water views and stuff. I think there's 2 exits to this subdivision. I've always come off of Gornto Road, and maybe that's the only exit. I knew the whole scoop when my client was here, but that was a year ago. So I think this road right here is where I was coming down and I turned around. I think if I had stayed on this road, I would have looped around. Yeah, it is. And what I was going to show you was how it continues this way. But anyway, I think you get the idea about this subdivision. You know, homes are fairly close to one another. Unfortunately, that's just the way these builders are. They try to maximize as much space as they can. I mean, like I said, the quality's good, the location's good as far as getting close to amenities. It's just hard to have, you know, elbow room outside of your house in these subdivisions. So now we're driving back towards the front, and I'll give you a peek at the models. Now, there's the Mini Center. If you are interested in Mariposa, I can, you know, preview some inventory homes. But for now, I'm just going to show you just a taste of the models and what they can do, and what, you know, like some of their builds, which are these. These are the models. So I'll give you a little preview of this. And if this is of interest to you, I can always come back. Right now it's 1 o'clock on a Wednesday, so it looks like they're not too busy, and it's raining. Alright, I'll take another video inside. Bye.